Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that just randomly came to mind, and basically my message to you, if you're in some type of corporate job, or it doesn't even have to be corporate, just something that you hate or something that you don't find fulfillment in doing, you are not crazy. I had a realization when I was working at a corporate job that it's not for everyone. And a lot of, positions and work out there is not for everyone. Many times we'll settle with a job because we need money, we need an income, we need some kind of stability. And of course, I totally get that. I am currently still working full time, but so many times I hear about people just being berated at work or just dealing with stuff that they don't need to be dealing with. And, every time I hear about stories like that and instances where someone just really despises their job and what they do for at least 40 hours a week, it just really bums me out. And I've been in a place where I took a corporate position because it was a position at the time that was going to pay me the most money. I worked in New York City. I went into Manhattan. I went to work in a big, tall building, all the things that you would expect a corporate job in New York City to have. The little break room, the free snacks, the free coffees, the 401ks, the benefits, all this stuff. And for that year, I was so unhappy, so unfulfilled, and it showed up in every part of my life. Like physically, I felt exhausted. I had like no energy. I didn't want to do anything on the weekends because I was just like utterly exhausted from being there for 40 hours a week. Every Friday, I would just want to go home and not do anything really, because I knew for a fact that when Monday came, I would have to go back to this place where I am just like a soulless being. That shit sucked. Like, I have never been a person really to be like down, or at least not down and out for long. And I think it's safe to say that that specific year where I was working in that corporate job, it was the most stressful and probably the most down that I've been, at least as an adult. And it taught me such a big lesson about not only to listen to my instincts and my body and everything that my soul and my being was telling me, but also to just accept that that wasn't the path for me, and that's okay. By the way, I ended up getting fired from this job, which it was so weird because when they let me know that, I was already planning to give in my 2 week notice for a while, like maybe 3 months or something like that, before they even told me. I was so happy when they told me. And I know this is not something that normally people would say. Obviously, everyone, when they get fired from a job, they're like, oh no, like, shit, what am I going to do next? And, the world starts falling apart. And for me, I was so happy. Like, I remember leaving that meeting and going downstairs, leaving the building, and calling my husband and telling him happily that I'm done and I'm out of here. I know that's not the normal story for when people get fired, and it's not usually a favorable thing, but it was not going to be a path for me. And my next thing was basically to just accept it. Like, I had to move on and accept that the corporate world is not for me. I don't know, you could say I'm not built for it. I don't really know, but it's just, it did not resonate one bit with who I am. It did not align with me in any way. It was so weird for me to even dress corporate. Like, it was not my style. I've never dressed like that before in my life. I would have very shallow, meaningless conversations, like, just small talk that doesn't really matter. And, this is not like a requirement to have at work. Like, you don't have to have deep, meaningful conversations with your coworkers every time. But it just felt like a place that was very draining for me. And we're all just there, like, for a paycheck or for a status or for I don't know what. Like, I just felt like I had no reason to be there. And it literally showed up obviously in my work performance and in my body physically. Like, I was having aches and pains all the time. Just low energy, fatigued. And it was just something that was not right for me. And if you're feeling anything like how I did, and maybe you're wishing to get fired and get severance and I don't know what, but I'm just here to tell you that you are not crazy. It is likely that you're just so misaligned with what you're doing or where you're working or, any number of things, the environment, like you name it. You're just misaligned, and it's just your body, your being, or God telling you that that's not for you. I think a lot of times most people probably push this feeling away, or they don't deal with it because there's benefits, there's a paycheck, there's stability, there's promotions, and all these things that are dangled in front of us. And like I said, I totally get that. And if that's your motive, kudos to you, for being able to stick it through. It's just something that I felt very deeply that I could not continue. I learned so much from that experience, even though it was a year of really high stress and fatigue and all these things. I learned ultimately what I don't want. And sometimes that's the tougher lesson, but it's one that sticks a lot more. It probably has negative emotions attached to it, but you're not going to forget it. And that's just something that really stuck with me. So I hope that if you are in a position where you feel that way and you feel crazy and you feel like it's draining, I just want you to know that you have the power to forge a different path, whatever that may be for you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and I just wanted to share that story that I've experienced so that if you're feeling anything similar to what I was, you don't feel alone and you know that you're not crazy. It's just some misalignment that's in your life right now, but you have every choice to change it. And I hope that you do. And I hope that you find something that you're passionate about. I hope you get to do something that you're excited to get up and do every day. And I hope that you find purpose in all that you do. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.